really, really grateful for you taking time out of your schedule. That's usually how I start most events, is by thanking women for putting themselves at the top of the to-do list. Tonight, I really feel honored and grateful that you put Menopause Chicks at the top of your list. On Thursday at our celebration, I did begin by thanking my children because they have supported me on this journey. And tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing you to some amazing people that I have the honor and privilege of working with on this journey. So I'm going to begin by introducing you to Dr. Kara Dionisio. Hi, Kara.
Hello.
I always like to say, Kara, you're my favorite person that I've never met yet.
I know we are working on that, aren't we?
We're going to change that in 2023.
We are.
I feel like I've known you forever, but we've just never shared the same oxygen.
Exactly. I feel the same.
But I remember the first phone call you and I had. Because I was so excited that well, tell us where you work and what you do and why you're so passionate about what you do.
Oh, how do we have 10 years? And it's not about me today, Shirley. This is about you. So I'm not going to let you throw it on me. But I do. Yes, I am a naturopathic doctor here in Owen Sound. So I'm very close to where Shirley is from, her Ontario home anyway. And so I think that's how we connected initially, is because of geographic things in common. But we quickly found a love for each other in our common love of supporting menopause. And she's my go-to when I'm feeling excited about something or frustrated or angry about something I'm seeing. When it comes to menopause care in Canada, then Shirley is my first message that I type out. And it's really good to have a kindred spirit. And in fact, a leader and a mentor to me over the last 5 years. I think that was when our conversation was, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And so, yeah, I've developed to being almost exclusively a menopause practice here in Owen Sound. And I see thousands and thousands of women and love every second of it. I am following my passion, and my career calling is to help women in this space and in this time of their lives.
That's amazing. Now, Dr. Kara is was one of a few naturopathic physicians to be certified by the North American Menopause Society. So she is a NAM certified practitioner. And then what she did is she's gone out and talked to all of her peers from ND school, and she's inspired, I don't even know how many more who have now gotten their certification this year. And I know a few that are looking to get certified next year.
I think about 10.
That's amazing. Congratulations on that.
Yes, that's very exciting.
Yeah, it's so exciting. And you have really taken a leadership role in teaching your peers as well. I attended one of your courses this year. So talk about that for a second, and your fellowship.
Yeah, I'm going to get there because, well, that's about me, but I was thinking about what I wanted to say here today, because I want to just pause and congratulate you and tell you what you've meant to my career, but also to everyone listening, in that I know 10 years ago, you threw some pebbles out in the water because your heart's like, someone needs to talk about this. And the fact that your whole mission has just been telling women that they deserve it, that they can feel amazing, is your whole message. Whether that pertains to menopause or whatnot, it might not matter. You've used that knowledge, giving them that knowledge, and you've used that worthiness as tools for change. And your numbers are so impressive. I was thinking about your numbers, how many thousands of women are in your Facebook group, and how many, 100,000 downloads of your TED Talk, and all of those amazing accomplishments you have. But each one of those numbers are a woman who have learned, who have become empowered, and who are not taking no for an answer and can get the answers to their health that they deserve. And those women can go on and tell their mothers, I'm sorry that you didn't have this care and we're going to change this. And those women tell their friends, and those friends tell their friends, and those friends tell their daughters, who a whole new generation will never know this was even an issue. Like they just might not ever know. And so I just was thinking of the pebbles you've thrown in, and you've literally made it an unstoppable tsunami. And from a personal level, you have been my mentor and inspiration, and it's been so wonderful to have you as like a guiding light in this space. You know, we are all so deeply thankful that you have had this flag and this message, and that's why, you know, you've also championed health professionals like Debbie, you know, nurses, like pelvic health physiotherapists or pelvic health professionals. You've championed naturopathic doctors, and we really don't have many champions, to be honest. You've championed pharmacists. And so you have championed us and rallied us from this side so that, you know, women have access to people who can help them. And so I wanted to say that today, and I really hope that you take the time to pause and just to understand what you've done, and what you've shaken up in the world of women and the world of menopause.
Thank you. Thank you. It's really hot in here. Oh my gosh. I'll take it.
I can help with that. Is that a
I'll take it.
I can help with that.
I will take it. I'm happy to be the pebble thrower because we deserve it. And we deserve, and much better if I could just spin it back. We deserve quality healthcare, guided by quality health professionals. So what I wanted to tell everyone who's on here is that you do live in Owen Sound, Ontario, but you can work with women anywhere in the province of Ontario virtually, and that you have built this amazing women-centric practice, and you now have colleagues who are equally educated, experienced, and experts in women's hormone health. So we're very, very fortunate to be able to work with you. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you.
I love you so much.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Now, before I met Kara, I was introduced to Debbie Brown, who is a registered nurse. My friend Jennifer actually said, you've got to go talk to this woman. And I will never forget that day, because Debbie taught me so much in those early days when I didn't even know what I didn't know. And I know that maybe even some of you who are on here tonight, she has worked with so many menopause chicks in doing exactly the same thing that she did for me and my health in my mid-40s. So Debbie, thanks for joining us from Palm Springs, California.
My pleasure. Shirley, we love you. You have definitely earned your wings. So many women have benefited from your knowledge and dispersing information. And I really have to thank you for that. You brought me out of retirement to do more consults.
I'm sorry about that. Okay. We all brought her out of retirement.
Yeah, I mean, I met Shirley, oh gosh, it must be what, 15 years ago or longer?
Well, if I started Menopause Chicks 10 years ago, I probably met you like 11 or 12 years ago.
And I had a physical office.
Yeah.
Shirley comes in with, she'd been to her doctor, and, you know, with the typical mood changes, insomnia, just not feeling herself. And the doctor that she was seeing had prescribed her some Prozac. And I remember you saying to me, I know I'm not Prozac deficient. Yeah, and from there on, you know, we worked on your adrenals, we worked on your hormone balance, and I think you felt a little bit better after that. You know, and think what I'm finding too, working with women, there's no validation in the healthcare system. They're so dismissed. You know, I've had women tell me, oh, there's no such thing as perimenopause, and, you know, just suck it up, buttercup. This is part of getting older, that type of thing. So, you know, you're spreading the message that, you know, you deserve to feel absolutely wonderful in perimenopause and menopause. And I congratulate you for what you've done. I really, really appreciate everything you've done. I don't know, you've got how many Facebook members now?
45,600.
Yeah, that's just crazy, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Right, it's just amazing. And, you know, and it's just, I mean, I tell my ladies too, that, you know, you have to be proactive. You have to you have to be in the driver's seat when you go through this journey. And, you know, getting older doesn't mean suffering. And there's so many things we can do regarding wellness as well. And, you know, I spent an hour and a half with each one of my ladies, and not only do we hormone balancing, but we always talk about what can we do to make you feel better in your joints. You know, it could be hormones, it could be adrenals, it could be a little magnesium. Shirley's the one that really championed the ferritin levels, I think, too, because I would see ferritin levels low for some women, and I didn't realize optimally where they should be. And I've learned this, and, you know, she's worked with Pure Pharmacy with that wonderful FerriPro supplement. So, you know, you've made a difference in so many women's lives.
Well, that's
Thank you,
because
thank
of
you, thank you.
No, you're the one that lifted me up. You're the one that gave me the confidence to knock on Jerry Lynn Pryor's door.
Yes.
I did, and she answered. And that's really been my journey, is that whoever I asked, I was met with such kindness and generosity of time and expertise. And that's why women are starting, you know, why the conversation has changed. I'm preparing for something I'm doing tomorrow on hormone therapy. And when I was at the NAMS conference the North American Menopause Society last month, the phrase that I heard a lot was this shared decision making, which is a buzzword for health practitioners. But women don't actually know what shared decision making means, because we all grew up sort of going to the white coat, and whatever the white coat said was that. And so I was just thinking, and this started in your office, Debbie, how we need to change the words and the language that we use, because every day I will have someone say to me, my doctor would only give me Prozac. Let's just pick on Prozac tonight. My doctor would only give me Prozac. And it's like, no, you chose to take Prozac. And that's when shared decision making can happen, is when we can bring that conversation back to the middle and have that team approach and the confidence to do that. So you gave me the confidence. Hopefully I've been able to pass that forward.
Well, you certainly have, the spades.
Thank you. I have another special guest. She is the person I've known the longest, and I'm 55 3/4 years old. It's my sister Brenda, who's joining us. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for doing this. For those of you who are on the call and have read Mokita Chapter 1, you probably know a little bit of Brenda's story. And I just wanted to bring you on here, Brenda, and just tell you how grateful I am that you allowed me to share that story. And you are the person, whether you knew it or not, or whether we had words for it, that taught me what it means to be your own best health advocate. And when I was trying to pin these stupid helium-filled balloons to my wall today, I was like, oh yeah, like when we were growing up, well, Brenda's 10 years older than I am, so we actually didn't live together all that much growing up. But I can remember, like, if anything would go wrong or need fixing in the house, and like maybe dad didn't really know what was involved, it was Brenda. Like, she was the one that would read the instruction manual, which I hate doing. And she would figure out a way, and she has tenacity and she doesn't give up. And then throughout your life, when you've been faced with any challenge, health or otherwise, you've been able to apply that same tenacity to be able to figure it out. And so you've inspired me to be my own best health advocate, not to give up, and to be confident and leave all the stones turned over, if you will. And yeah, I don't know if you want to say anything, but I just really wanted you here so that we could celebrate together and to thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome, and I'm so happy to be here. 10 seems to be the theme, since I'm 10 years older than Shirley, and we are the only two in our family. So yeah, I left home just before I turned 18, so we did not spend much time together. But as you may know, my story at 36, I had experienced 3 failed pregnancies, a long time trying to get pregnant for each of them. We'd adopted, then we had a premature baby who is just fine, thank goodness, 33 years later. And of course, your focus at that age is strictly on getting your life in order, having, starting your family, growing your family, supporting them, that your health really isn't top priority. And when I suddenly realized that I had gone a year without a period, which to me was no problem because I was done having kids. And so what? Don't need that, right? And then but I knew I needed to talk to the doctor about it. And immediate was, well, your ovaries have shut down. You need to go on hormone therapy. And, I'm like, well, I don't want to take pills. What will happen? And my doctor was very curt in telling me that I would have a higher risk of cancer and heart disease and several other things, and everything. My boobs would sag, everything would dry up. And I went, okay, I'll take these pills, and experienced the worst PMS and periods that I'd ever had in my life. And so, you go through that, you try it, and then I started questioning what's really right for me. And fortunately, my chiropractor was also into naturopathic medicine, and she led me down the path. And I think all it is putting your story out there to people of what you're experiencing. Women are the best for offering advice, for directing you to different channels. You still have to make your own decisions, but it gave me the confidence to explore really what I should be doing. And of course, I was taking hormone therapy during the time when that study was getting very poor press. And then I got scared. I didn't know what to do. I ended up with a progesterone cream that was compounded, and that got me through to where I am now at age 66. And so it's, what I'd like to say though to Shirley is she took the issue and she ran with it. And I, in the beginning was not probably the biggest supporter because I was very busy with my own family. We're living on opposite sides of the country, and but our relationship has grown during that time, so that we've shared so much together. And I am her number one supporter. I'm so proud of her for everything that she's done. And so
You made me cry. Let's just go to Mexico.
I know. So I'm going to raise my glass to Shirley in celebration of her 10 years with Menopause Chicks.
Thank you, Brenda. I love you.
Love you too. And I do get emotional.
Okay. Well,
and I'm going to tell you that our mom and dad would be very proud of you too.
I know. They'd be like, what's she doing now?
I know. She's always stepping outside the box.
What's she up to now? I am going to see if I am able to get everybody's video on. And I'm going to draw. Thank you guys. I love you all so much. Kara, Debbie, Brenda, thank you. And then we'll draw some door prizes. Oh, and if you want to grab, if you had a chance to print this out and you want to grab a pair of scissors, and we could do a little selfie. And if you didn't, that's okay.
I didn't read the instructions.
Okay. Allow participants to start video. This should work.
It's working.
Hey, Madeline. Hi, Colleen. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sam. Oh my gosh, this is better with the video on.